What's up? When it comes to Chinese, Wu Wei Shua. I can't speak. I don't speak Mandarin or any dialects of Chinese, but I will get around to learning something. But for right now, I cannot. Chou. Not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but this is something I do know. A year or two ago, I reacted to a song of his, and it was very good. I could not tell you what song that was, but it was very good. So let's go. I wish I knew more Chinese, but I don't. There's time. We have time in our lives so we can get better. There's time. Dude's got a corduroy suit. That's pretty sick. That sounds like some really like romantic era piano. I don't know if he composed this or not, but that sounds like some romantic era, like 1870 piano, 1890 or something. I don't know. You would know better than me. You would know. I don't know. Oh my God. That violin and that beat. Oh, wow. That's really good. And the violin is nice and loud. A throne, hold on, what do you say? A throne built with... A throne built with music notes. Yes, because music is a universal language. Every culture has music, and we don't need words for music. Absolutely. Peep. It's not a pipe. I don't know what pipe means in French. Pigeon was still on his face. Maybe the translation is not correct. So it's set in the 1920s. So it makes sense that the piano playing kind of sound like 1880s, 1890s. That's a French dude. Oh, this is so sharp. Like every lyric is it's like back to the old school way of lyricism, which is set up punchline, set up twist, set up. So he's saying something like awesome every other line. And he's referencing like every painter and what they're famous for. Greatest works of art. Wow, he really tied it all together between the title and then the actual content. But instead of taking like I think what a lot of people would do, and the first idea I would have would be like take a famous artist and do a verse on a famous artist. So you end up with 3 or 4 verses with 3 or 4 artists. But he's going artist for 2 lines. Artist, what they did. Artist, what they did. Whoa. Not to be racist, but for a second I thought that was Jet Li. Is that Jet Li? There's no way that's Jet Li. But Jet Li got old, man. Jet Li's amazing. There's no way it's Jet Li. Is it Jet Li? It's not Jet Li. Now I'm just a racist white guy from America. Okay, it's 100% not Jet Li. I tell you this, those other people would delete it out. I feel so bad I called him Jet Li. That's the real difference between a racist intentionally and someone who's unintentionally racist. Someone who is intentionally racist would not feel bad. I feel bad. But the song must go on. Now that sounds more like Mozart. That sounds more like, when was Mozart alive? 1780? 1810? Something like that. That sounds like classical piano. Now it sounds more like 1910, 1920 thrown in there. Oh, in case you were curious, I went to school for this shit, man. I did music history for like a whole year. So I'm not just making it up. So the chromaticism, the chromaticism of the upper line, it's not that crazy, but then when I hear the left hand, kind of moving through these inversions of kind of a little, I wouldn't call them clusters, but tight voicings, kind of reminds me more like heading out of the 19th century into the early 20th century. It's kind of like a mixture. So I would not be surprised if they originally composed this for this song, because it feels like a mixture of styles, but it still could be something from back in the day. Kind of want to grab a guitar and show you I'm not lying. Maybe in a second. Hey. Okay, two things. One, let's make an agreement that if you know the guy in the video, you don't ever tell him, I thought he was an old Jet Li. Just let's make an agreement on that. Two, when it comes to Chinese and the tones of speaking, I've always kind of wondered how do you do tones when you're still in music? Is it just context and it's not tonal when you're singing? And this song is absolutely, this is awesome. I do also think it's interesting in this section, they take out most of the piano and instead the keyboard part is accordion. Giving it that really, well, as an American, when I hear accordion played in this style, I do think French. I don't know how true that is. You know, different countries have different stereotypes for other countries. But it's an interesting choice, considering how much amazing piano was played. now we have a classical guitar and a mandolin. I don't know if that was there earlier. That's awesome. Was it also imagined? Were they like imagining their interactions with people because they were in a museum and they were getting caught at the end? I don't know. Yeah. I actually have no idea what I'm gonna show you on the guitar. Kind of like a Mozart hand, maybe. If you're playing piano, maybe like a. Right, so it's an 8-note pattern broken into 2 sets of 4. Right, which is different than something that say is like pretty thick. That really sticks out, versus something that's kind of like more Bach-ish, like contrapuntal. Right, each generation of musicians kind of has their own feel for stuff. Like to me, that is that's like the last 100 years. It's like a little crunchy. So obviously I'm not playing piano. I'm not a good pianist. I've played some piano, but I'm not good at it at all. But I'm trying to translate, the musical information into something that makes sense. And so that I heard a lot of. It was in a major key, I think, when they were playing on the piano. So like maybe that type of thing, but with the melody going on underneath, which I can't play a really cool melody underneath. Nope. Little sore study. Sorry, I love this stuff. I love this, and I think that song was excellent. So I thought if that elucidates anything, shines light upon, if that's what that word even means, that was excellent. That's one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. As far as how actually good it was great, and the music was great, and the video was great, and there was storytelling. It kind of pretty much just nailed everything. That doesn't give me copyright. What fun. So fun.